Alright, check, check, check. Can you hear me? Is everything working well? Okay, so what I remember right now is that we made a bunch of medicine to take to everybody that's sick, but when I was also looking at the map, I remember that in the hospital there's actually some exclamation points. So I think that there are some things happening in the hospital right now, and one of them is dealing with the Dr. Swansea. So
Jonathan, at last. I've been worried sick. Have you solved the case of our poor Sean Hampton?
Don't worry, Edgar. The reputation of Pembroke Hospital is secure. Sean Hampton was not the guilty party.
Is that true? Oh, good news. Good news indeed.
What do you know of the Ascalon Club?
Not as much as I would like. There have always been rumors about a secret society of vampires operating in the interests of the British Empire, though I've never met a member.
I crossed paths with one. A terrifying creature going by the name of Fergal. He was sent by the Ascalon Club to exterminate the Skulls of the East End.
By the stole, Jonathan. If vampires are eliminating their own progeny, then dark times are upon us. Darker than I've ever witnessed.
Do you think Lady Ashbury would know of them?
Jonathan, our beloved lady is not one for social dalliances, nor the assemblies of dark orders. She's a woman of superior taste and selective acquaintance.
I found Harriet Jones. She's much the same old, embittered woman she was, only she's been made a Skull. Her transformation did not go well.
Incredible. Why not bring her here? We could learn so much by studying her condition. It would be fascinating.
I doubt that. She can barely move. Perhaps we could learn more about the degeneration of Skulls.
Perhaps. But she could also belong to a new species. We know so little of the laws that dictate vampire reproduction.
Were there any studies made by your order on the subject?
Not that I'm aware of. I will transmit your discovery to the Brotherhood's primate. He will be delighted.
Does the name Old Bridget ring any bells?
I'd never heard of her. Why? A patient of ours? I must confess, I don't know them all.
No, it's just someone I recently met. A fascinating woman. I had thought that perhaps...
By the stole, Jonathan, you've met another vampire. I would appreciate an introduction, if that's the case.
A pleasure as always, Edgar.
okay, well that really didn't give
Yes,
us
Jonathan?
anything.
Don't worry.
Is that true?
Okay.
A pleasure as always, Edgar.
Evidently that wasn't the event. Well, maybe it was, because I don't see it anymore. Alright, so this one... Okay, this is Lady Ashbury. outside. Evidently talking to him, I mean the event must just be some dialogue options. It didn't give me any experience or anything, so I saw some boxes glowing.
It is good to see you again, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm better than one might expect, Lady Ashbury. Dr. Swansea has asked me to investigate the recent disturbances in the hospital, caused by skulls.
Really? What do you mean?
I don't know if we should tell her. Like, I kind of feel like I would be breaking the trust of Sean Hampton and the skull in the sewer if I just go around telling everybody. What do you think? I don't know if we'll actually tell her anything. Like, it said that there was an event, so maybe this leads us to something. I don't know. I just had this weird, you know, like light bulb click on in the back of my head. It says, "Ooh, maybe I shouldn't tell people where they're at."
I discovered the most intriguing skull. An elderly woman answering to the name of Old Bridget, and a man who helps them remain hidden in London.
Old Bridget? Peculiar name. I've never heard of her.
According to Old Bridget, skulls can lead a peaceful existence like us. They are even able to nourish themselves by feeding on corpses and the flesh of the dead.
How vile. Please, Jonathan, let's change the subject.
Skulls of London have gone into hiding. Both mortals and immortals plot their extermination.
Yes. Skulls are the orphans of the Vampire Society. They are the shame of their genitors, a disgrace to the vampire that created them.
There is something ominous closing around me, Lady Ashbury. Something spies upon me from the shadows. Something cruel and wicked.
Whatever do you mean, Jonathan?
If Sean Hampton and Harriet were not the guilty parties, then who? I saw the bodies and the blood.
Your rebirth has not gone unnoticed, Jonathan. Be extremely careful. If you get in the way of an immortal's plans...
Do you suspect someone?
I don't know, Jonathan. I steer clear of vampire politics, especially whilst hunters roam the city's streets.
Goodbye for now, my lady.
Another night of the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
He's got a good trigger part. He's got shotgun shells too. Okay.
Safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Alright, I don't see any more event things. There is this quest here, but that's the main quest, I believe, so I don't know if I really want to do that. I think what I should do is try to make it to everybody who's sick. Try to give out the medicines. And then from there, I can sleep and get better, maybe. So we have the option of going to the docks, but Whitechapel is who needs us the most. So let's see if we can head over to Whitechapel. Yeah, I bought the trigger part, so that way maybe we can upgrade the gun, because I believe that I think that we're going to have to use good trigger parts to like upgrade the shotgun and stuff. What I'm really looking for though is the good handles, so that way we can upgrade our main melee weapon. Okay, so the first thing, I guess I can just go straight through here. Now, I usually jump up there. I don't know if I've ever come down this way. So I'm going to come down here and see what's up. Evidently, I've opened up that though. Maybe I came back this way. And there's a guard. And this is the way that leads right into Whitechapel, the way that I want to go. So I'll try to go through here.
There's safer places to be than here. Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Those guys didn't even notice. Alright, so is this the way I wanted to go? Yeah, okay, cool. Man, if I can get up here, I can get to the actual people at Whitechapel. Man, and that's everybody up here.
I'd step back. We have to stop it. Crawl back to the hell that spawned you! I order you to step back.
Those the guys, they don't get stunned very much. They don't take shadow damage. They can stun you. They have a long reach with their staff. Ugh, the chaplains really suck to fight. I'm gonna come up here and see if I can open this door as like yeah, here we go. Open up that door, make sure it's good. Okay. Okay, she's got a cold.
Good evening, Zhao Shun.
晚上好, Dr. Reed. It's good to see you again.
What are you doing with your time, now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to help the poor and sick of the neighborhood by handing out medicine.
That's very charitable of you. But why do it at night?
I've noticed that the most desperate people tend to go out after dark. Hence my presence, to help them when I can.
Giving out medicine? How can you afford to do that?
I am a rich widow, Dr. Reed. My departed husband left me enough money to last the rest of my life. I can spend some on those who don't have any.
Why don't you move to a better neighborhood?
I thought about it, I confess. To go back to the same empty home every day still hurts me a lot.
Why stay here then?
I am a woman of habit, Dr. Reed. And for now, I am happier being useful in a familiar place than I would be anywhere else.
Yeah, it's really cool that we got to save someone cool. Everybody else seems to be in a bad place that they can't be nice, you know?
How do you feel now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to follow your advice, sir. I won't forget the dead, but my efforts will be for the living.
I'm gonna give her props for that and say it's a wise attitude.
I've no doubt that is a wise and useful attitude in this part of town.
To be completely honest with you, I'm also doing this for myself. If I'm destined to survive this epidemic, I need my life to have some purpose.
Do you still think about your departed husband?
Of course I do. I'll never forget my beloved Matthew, but how do I put it? Now I miss him more than I want him back.
I know what you mean. And I think it means you're getting better.
Maybe death will take me the way it took Matthew. Without warning and without mercy. But until then, I live on.
How do you feel? Physically speaking, I mean.
I don't feel good, Dr. Reed. Not at all.
You should recover quickly after taking this.
Thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye for now.
I gotta double
Good
check
evening.
this real quick.
晚上
No.
Have you recently...
This part of...
Okay.
Goodbye for now.
Well, I got a hint off of her, so I thought that maybe she'd have another dialogue option in another part, but she didn't. Okay, so she's recovering. Now we need everybody else. This is the guy right here, though. This is the guy that's sending people out to, like, burn people in their homes and stuff. This guy is a zealot.
It's like I'm used to seeing death. I hope this feeling will disappear someday.
Come on, Barrett, you know it.
Alright, so Joe and Barrett both have
You
fatigue.
play for peace of mind.
Can't you just look me up?
You again?
Alright, let's double check, make sure he doesn't have any new blue text. Nope.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
Keep your medicines for others.
Nope.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
Double checking for any blue text. Ooh.
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I've known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Mourning is never easy, or despair can be a poison. I kind of liked it a spare one.
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against the wet boot boy.
What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile. Not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
But despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
Do you have any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I guess what she does for people makes it all right in the end.
Right then.
Alright, let's see what he's got.
Show me what you have.
Here we go. Good trigger parts and... well, that's a tiny good handle. That's for use on, like, the blood knife. Let's get the good triggers. And go ahead and get the good tiny handle parts. And I forgot to give him medicine.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
I threw the game for a loop. I've got to figure out who I'm talking to. Come on, load. Come on.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Do you need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
I know it's hard to believe, but this district has always been wretched.
Okay, so recovering. I need to find these two people. and the dude at the
Let your
church.
guard down, sir.
Now, this up here, this might end up being something crazy, because we found out so much stuff about him, we're probably going to have a lot of stuff to say to him.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias? What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision. A dream of a dreadful and laughing queen covered with blood, sleeping with the dead and feeding on the fear of the dying.
A laughing queen dressed in blood. Tell me more.
This epidemic is her feast, the announcement of her return. Against her, science is no more than a child's toy.
But who is she?
She is the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. She is Babylon, drunk on the blood of the saints.
Tobias Whitaker, confess why you burnt those people alive.
I have done what no one was ready to do. I will smite the flesh of the unclean to protect the righteous.
You are just another heartless murderer, exploiting the epidemic to kill with impunity.
No! No. The only way to contain the spread is to strike at the source itself. The proliferating sick.
You're not the savior of London. You're just a glorified sadist.
I take no pleasure in this awful cleansing, Dr. Reed. I am only driven by the thousands of innocents I save each night.
I don't know why this one still seems lit up blue, so I'm going to go ahead and click on it again. But before I do, I just wanted to say you are very welcome, and I love playing games, especially on the stream when we're far apart. It makes me feel really good, and it seems like it makes you really happy. So, I love you.
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias?
I sent him on a vision.
You sent a man to die because of a stupid vision. I have heard enough of your nonsense. Goodbye. Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father.
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If...
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you...
Blessed be your generosity.
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back. He is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery. Please accept this money.
Your disciple, Samuel, stole from the dead in Stonebridge Cemetery. I have proof of his crime and proof of his death.
No! Samuel was the best of us. So devoted, so zealous. He gave all he had for the cause. He tirelessly preached the good word.
He defiled the dead with his petty thefts. That's how he financed your misguided crusade.
Think what you will. When this city is saved, he will be praised for his devoted fortitude. He walked boldly into the mouth of abomination.
Your precious Samuel used you. He was an immoral crook.
If that's true, then he will be my burden to bear during this endless night.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
That woman is as depraved as Jezebel, and she deserves the same fate.
Really? Why is that?
This woman runs no medical facility, but a temple to the false prophets of science and debauchery. And she has many accomplices, I heard.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Okay, now I need to find these two people. I'm trying to remember where I met them at. I want to say that one of the guys was like way up here. I don't remember where that lady is, though.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Thought maybe there'd be a reason to come up here, but there doesn't seem to be.
Steady, boys! We've got one of them here! Okay, I think it might be up in here. Bad thing is I've had to fight a lot of people in here before.
Ah.
Good evening, sir. It's me again.
Leave me alone, I say, whoever you are.
It cannot be safe for a blind man to live here alone.
Yes.
Let me enter, sir.
Braille.
I swear I mean you no harm.
Well, a voice never lies, and yours clearly is the voice of a gentleman. All right, Doctor, come on in. Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool. So what is the name of my nocturnal visitor?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. As I already explained to you, I'm inquiring about the epidemic.
Dr. Reed? The eminent surgeon? My God, I'd never have expected a brilliant physician like you to knock on my door.
You flatter me, sir.
No, sir, I am flattered. I read all your work when I still had my sight. I loved it. I'm Mason Swanborough, by the way.
And what else have you learned about me, Mr. Swanborough?
I know you assisted Professor Carell in France, and that you invented a new blood transfusion method based on his work.
Yes. Those were frustrating but exciting days. I loved it.
Yes, the thrill of research and discovery. This is what drives people like us, Dr. Reed. Oh, how I envy you.
Does someone take care of you in this isolated place?
My sister Loretta and I have our daily routine. Every morning and evening she comes by so we can talk and eat. Then she leaves and I stay.
Do you not appreciate your sister's visits?
Loretta is the best and worst thing that happened to me. And I believe she could say the same thing about me.
Where does your sister go?
Well, let's just say she earns enough money for us both.
What's so amusing about that?
I won't hide the truth from you. Loretta sells a fake miracle elixir to the sick people of Whitechapel.
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I think I've heard my sister talk about her. I wasn't paying much attention, though.
Do you know Braille, Mr. Swanborough?
I'm no expert, but I learned it in my spare time, yes. Why?
I found a strange document entitled Cure for Blindness. It's written in Braille, so I thought perhaps it was yours.
Really? Is that some kind of sick joke? Let me see.
Here it is.
This letter seems authentic. And it actually refers to an experimental cure for blindness. You have piqued my interest, Dr. Reed.
Could it be of any use to you?
No. This page is just a part of a larger diary. I'd be glad if you could find the other pages.
I found another page of the diary, Mr. Swanborough.
This diary is still not complete. The man who wrote it claims he is a member of some scholarly brotherhood called the St. Paul's Stole.
Really? I've heard of them. Very capable scientists. Perhaps the man who wrote this really found a cure.
I would need more pages to figure it out, but it's as promising as it is intriguing.
Okay. So evidently there's more of those. No more personal questions. Life in London, nothing.
Have you heard?
I think I've...
Nothing. So
you seem unwell,
medicine.
Sir. Do you need my assistance?
Actually, I feel worse than usual. Can you give me something?
Yes. I can give you a little something that has been proven effective.
Thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
Alright, I need to find his sister. And I know that she's on the way out of town. because she was always standing next to that thing. I don't think there's anything over here that I really need. And is that still locked? Nope. Cool. And then this. And then this. Okay, this is going into the cemetery. I do not think that I want to have to go through there. Oh, great. Okay, well, I'll get rid of... I'll fight this fight.
It's a leech! This one's mine!
Haha. Is there a workbench in this safe house? Alright, let's see if I can update this. I can. Look at this. It's going to go from 317 damage to 422 damage. Wow. Okay, so now I can either increase the firepower again to 458, or I can go to incendiary damage, switch to fire damage best used against beasts and vampires, or chemical damage is used against humans. I think maybe probably just straight up improved firepower. That'll take it up to 458. Look, if I can find 6 more good trigger parts, I can take it all the way up to 576 damage. Oh my god. And that's without the other 10%. Oh yeah, with that 10% and then go into this, it'll go to 624. Whew, whew, whew. That thing's gonna be a hand cannon. Seriously. Alright, so one thing that I was thinking of is, if you remember, we've been using this good barbed cudgel, or cudgel. Anyway, and we've got it for stun, right? But this one is basically the same thing, right? It uses the same stamina, it is the same attack speed. I think it just got a little bit more damage, straight out of the box maybe. This one, we could maybe have it loaded up with a bunch of stun. This one, we could have it, when I upgrade it, I can upgrade it so that way it takes... Oh, man, I can't. I wonder if I can do it the other way around then. See, the mace, you can either do damage or stun. Damage, stun, damage, stun, the whole way, right? So what I was thinking is have one of them set up for less stamina, and the other one set up for more stun. And then I can switch in between the two. I don't know if that would be a good plan, but I was thinking about it. So I need good handle parts to take this up to the next level. But man, that shotgun is like the big bad killer, you know. Alright, so I need to find the Dorothy, and I came in that door. I'll look around real quick, make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, I can come out this other way. Where's that sending me? Okay, that's fine. That's where I want to go. think it's like right here. I mean, I might not want to do that because having two-handed weapons might not be that great. But if one of them is built for, you know, if one of them is built for more swings per stamina bar, and the other one is made for more stun, you know, maybe it would be good. Like, when I'm fighting against stuff that I need to have the stun, I'll switch it. And if I need to just swing a bunch of times, you know,
you pay for peace of mind.
I don't know. Modify them both separately in different ways to get the best. There she is.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your... Good evening, my dear colleague.
Loretta, your miraculous formula wouldn't even cure a common cold, and you know it.
The Swanborough's cordial's secret ingredient is hope, Doctor. And it's something people around here really need.
A placebo effect is real and has benefit. But in your case, you could be murdering your customers who may die because they are not receiving the necessary medical attention.
Medical attention? In Whitechapel? Trust me, my cordial is the best option they have, since it is the only one.
Oh man, here we go. A placebo may have some effect, so we could say that, or your true purpose is not to help, or you're a hypocrite. Okay, well, I do think that a placebo effect is good, but we're also talking not about, like, you know, one or two isolated cases. We're talking about the Spanish flu. Like this, you don't placebo the Spanish flu. Yeah, me too. I believe that, yeah.
If your true purpose was to help, you wouldn't take money from the poor for your snake oil.
Oh, but to pay for it is part of the process, Doctor. If it were free, they wouldn't believe in it.
Have you any...
I can't believe that people are naive enough to trust her medicine. She's just a shady nurse with good connections.
You look ill, Miss Swanborough. I wonder if your concoction will do the trick.
I have no doubt it will. But I'm...
Well, there you have it. Take this remedy, but be discreet. It may damage your business otherwise.
Thank you.
I'd like to see what...
What does she have? Do you think I should take this? I mean, like, I can break it apart into other stuff, so I was just kind of wondering if maybe I should take it and break it apart. Maybe that'll give me a hint or a dialogue option. I think I have enough money to try it. Okay, and then I'm not gonna buy any of the other, like, random stuff, I don't think. Okay. So now, we've talked to people in Whitechapel. We've double-checked to make sure that we have all of them healing. All of them, they're healing at the hospital. So now there's a couple people at the docks. If we can get to the docks, then we can maybe help over here.
It's all a bloody joke to you, innit? Stupid trucks from the city.
Those guys saw me. Okay, so to the docks. Make sure I've got everything on me I need. In the docks, I need a cold and a headache. Okay, I do have it. I wonder what the best way. Should I come across like that?
Supposed to be safe. Oh, what a fucking joke.
Okay, now I can jump over there, and I'm pointing towards the docks, so that's where I want to go. Okay, I'm in the docks, so all I need to do now is get down towards the turquoise turtle. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know where I'm at.
See them fancy car? Take a breath of this! Oh, let's go, smart! It's on it! It's on it!
That wasn't exactly how I meant to fight that. When I looked at this guy far away, I was going to jump to him, but I hit the wrong button and did my ultimate ability, so then I jumped to the guy behind me. Okay, so I don't know... Okay, so evidently this... So this will open. And there's a hideout and stuff. So yeah, we're right up here. This is the turtle right up here. Okay, so this isn't the guy, but since I'm here, I'm gonna see if
You
these
again?
can-
What are you...
Got any blue text for me? Nope.
Goodbye,
nothing.
Mr. Digby.
Nothing.
And the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
Good evening, Miss.
Hello again, Doc.
What about you? You got anything? What about
Can I see
good
what you
handle
have to
parts?
sell?
As long as you have...
Good triggers. Wait a second. Isn't that what I said? The only thing I need is more good triggers. I need like 6 of them, right? Buying you out. Excuse me. All right.
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doctor concerned with the health of his patients. Yeah. I could use some help. On several matters, in fact.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed? I would say it's a convenient way for gaining people's trust.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Alright, so now I need to find that the one lady, the old lady. And I believe that she's the one with the, no, who are you?
Hello, boy.
Hello.
I don't know if I've even met this.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
So there's still a person around here that I have not met yet. I remember this. This is the way that I came at the very beginning of the game. Yeah, because we saw the corpse there, and then jumped up there to follow it to the turtle. And this way will open, I believe. Okay. So the only thing I need to do now, I need to find where this lady is, but I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look it up real quick. There's so many people and they're so spread out, I don't know exactly where they are. Let me see here. Looking it up, and wonder if I'm gonna have to put the word map in my Google search. Western docks over by the asylum. Over here, somewhere.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Whoa, what the hell? Oh, man. Well, that's not cool. Come on. Oh, man. Oh, hey. So, like, I don't know if I was just trying to, like, figure out the difference between the cudgel and the cudgel and the mace, but I had them both on at the same time. I tried to switch to my shotgun, and it wasn't there when I was trying to fight that that werewolf. And then in my head, I'm like, oh, great. Oh, yeah, that wasn't a good fight when you're trying to switch to a weapon that does almost, you know, 450 damage, and it won't switch. You're just like, okay, my plan is now turned to shit. But anyway, now that he's dead, come in here. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't mean to touch. Okay, now I'm supposed to be coming over here, and I didn't mean to do that again. Will this door open? Hey, we unlocked it. So let's see if there's anything in here. Newspaper article. Youth arrested for attempted murder. Last night, a young man named Tom Watts. Ooh, the turquoise turtle guy was arrested by the police for attempted murder in the renowned restaurant The Silver Bell on Percival Street. The suspect was spotted standing in front of the restaurant, pointing a gun at customers for about 1 minute without firing. 2 witnesses promptly reported his behavior. Watts was arrested without incident, but refused to give any explanation for his actions and only gave his name. His gun was loaded. Confirmed the police officer who answered our questions. It is likely that Watts will feel the full force of his Majesty's court for his transgressions. The young man shall be jailed for a few years at least. Huh. We definitely did not know that about him.
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Well, good thing I went back up there. Okay, so
I can't believe I'm doing this.
that is another thing that I'm gonna have to work on here soon. Is the self-heal.
I have this thirst for blood.
I just don't think it's quite healing us enough. We just met this guy. He's got anemia. So I'm going to have to make one of those. Unless I have it. Do I have it? I do. So I'll have to go back and give that to him. Pretty sure I can find him easily, though. My problem is trying to find this old lady. They're over here, though. Okay, I remember this place with the poker and the cushions. Was it right here where we found her?
Good evening, young man.
There's no need to call me that, Dr. Reed.
I found this watch. It belonged to Miss Gillingham, but I thought you might find it useful.
That makes sense. She would have forgotten about the watch by the next day.
If you say so.
Take this for your trouble, Dr. Reed. I will not forget your gesture, I swear.
Show me what you have to offer then, Mr. Nightingale.
No blue parts, so I'm not really that interested.
Good evening, Miss Gillingham. May I come in?
Of course, of course. So, Dr. Tippets, what brings you back here? We haven't talked in quite some time.
Enid, have you really no idea what happened to your son? No idea at all.
I've not seen Jack for so long. I lose track of time. Has something bad happened to him?
Oh, man. What do I tell the lady with dementia? She says she hasn't seen him in a long time and she loses track of time. I'm really kind of like, I don't really want to because it's lying, but there's part of me that says that you should just say Jack will come back, because then she'll continue on and she'll live and, you know, the dementia will make it so that way she's not constantly thinking about it. I mean, if I tell her that Jack is dead, then I'll feel better. She'll feel bad right now, maybe, or maybe not even believe me, but then it'll go away, maybe she'll forget, I don't know. But I don't think I should say that Jack takes care of you. I think maybe I'll just say that Jack will come back, and you know, that will at least give her, you know, she'll just continue on as she does. I don't know. Man, it sucks. I really hate it when they give you choices like this.
Don't worry. Jack will come back.
Yes, he will. It won't be long before he's back. He must be out there somewhere making money. Yes, that's what he's doing.
Do you require medical attention, miss?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippets. I must confess I haven't felt that well of late.
I'll try my best. Here, take this. And please, try to get some rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Okay, now I need to get...
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite...
Now I need to get back across to the other docks, because I just met a new person that was sick and I didn't realize it until I'd already left him there. How am I gonna get around? Here we go. Okay, now, that other guy was right here.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough?
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
Well, it seems like his parents are dead, he's living on the streets, and it seems like a lot of people don't like to deal with him. So, do you think that we should give him... Do you think he'll not like pity? Maybe just tell him to be careful, right?
You should be careful, Rufus. There are things that lurk in the shadows of this city. Things that prey on the lonely and the desperate.
Well, I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Well, that's the other person that I haven't met yet, I guess.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
Yep. And I have not met her yet. So maybe I should look up a map of where she's at. Directly south of the turquoise turtle. Yeah, I believe I already gave him medicine. Yep, he's recovering. Alright, where is the...
Death to drown and purge our city in wrath.
In the meantime, the boys are waiting for us.
Okay, so here's the turtle. Straight south.
It's locked, all right.
Maybe she's in there. It says straight south of the turtle, and then I come down here.
I cannot enter.
And that's the only door I can find. Well, maybe I'll find her at some point.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I have nothing to hide.
So you mean your customers know about your sordid past?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
Do you think prison changed you? Made you a better man?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did, but I wouldn't do it again. Does that make me a better man? I don't know.
Why not leave town and start a new life after you got out of jail?
I grew up in the East End. This is where my roots are. This is where I want to help others and die, eventually.
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and villainy?
As long as poverty and fear run the show, I don't see how it would change. Misery loves company, as they say.
Don't you feel threatened? Staying in such a violent and criminal neighborhood?
I've made peace with my violent past, Dr. Reed. I may not be a pacifist, but I'm not angry anymore.
You attempted murder. Give me some details.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time. A proud, wet boot boy.
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
So you were ordered to kill someone. What happened then?
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me. I gave up.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then something happened.
You refused to kill him because you wanted to feel some of that happiness yourself. You empathized with him.
Exactly. The man was a bloody landlord who rented overpriced flats. Selfish bastard. But he made me smile. And I was no different from him.
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
should I give him the booze that he asked for, even though he kind of threw us under the bus to get it, or should we keep it? I don't really want to steal it. Yeah.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to kill anyone with this poison of yours.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Times like these are...
Alright, every single person that I've seen is now healing. So we could probably go and do an evolution and sleep for the night. The one thing that I did want to look out for was this. And there's some stuff that we've already done. Sure that we can find some more in a bit.
It's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Bullshit mess. No.
There she is.
All these whispers of monsters.
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in? I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep. I've been nothing but worry. So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed. but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep.
Alright. Nap time is super awesome time. One of the best times of the day. Oh, excuse me. Alright, let me see here. We need 3 more good trigger parts to go up to the shotgun, the perfect shotgun. We still need three good handle parts there. I mean, I can go to, what's this revolver even give? 153 damage. What about this one? What does this one give? Huh. Nothing we can really do there. Okay, so like I was saying, I was thinking that maybe, I mean, I have been using this, and man, does it get really powerful. Wondering if we should do some more healing. It's a lot of points. So what do you think that we should use? Do you think I should do the healing, the self-healing? It's really nice because these guys hit so hard that I need to pop heals. And if I use the heal, you know, I want it to heal for more, you know? There's nothing like being down at like half health and then you want to heal yourself, but it takes like 2 or 3 times of healing yourself to get back full. And you have to wait 3 seconds between each one. So I really do think that I should probably go for this. And I think I want the bigger heal than just a small heal with a heal over time. So like if you look at this, it's 200 healing plus 300 over time. And then this one is just 500 healing. Now the cost is way higher. So this one costs more because you get more instantly. It takes less time though, like 1.5 seconds versus 3. So this is like a slow and steady healing. This one is like boom, big heals. I think I'm gonna go for the boom, big heal, because then with a 1.5 second recovery, I can just click it, and then right after that, click it again. So. Okay, so now I've only got 595. Health is 1500. Stamina is 1000. I think we should probably just keep the rest. Unless I wanted to do something like get another ability. This might be something that I should get. This coagulation. I mean, I can't buy it right now anyway, but look at this coagulation. You will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless, right? And look up here at the level 5 of it. 10 seconds. So if you're fighting multiple people, you can hit one person, and then they're defenseless, and they just stand there for 10 seconds probably while you fight somebody else. I think that's something that maybe I should get at some point. All right. Christian faith or cult? What is immorality? Having your name inscribed in history, raising children who will honor your memory, earning your place among the saints of heaven. Sean Hampton, founder of the Hampton Asylum in East End, has his opinion on the matter. Eternity comes to those who bear divine presence in themselves. Mr. Hampton, also known as the Sad Saint, for his unequaled empathy towards others and his constant pity for their plight, has created with his asylum a haven for lost souls. He keeps the poor fed and gives them a roof to sleep under. Still, the asylum now has been closed for a few days, and his last accessible orations took a turn towards cult-like worship. If heresy can be defined as faith gone adrift, Sean Hampton and his flock may have been turned into heretics. For the first time since I have known the Sad Saint, people speak ill of him, and the mysterious chants heard through the closed doors of the shelter worry more than they encourage. As a possible consequence of this suspicion, the sanitary situation of the docks has drastically decreased. Deprived of a place of rest, the poor get sick from sleeping rough, preferring to catch their death under the stairs than join an unknown cult. That alone says enough to tarnish the reputation of the Sad Saint, a reputation that will be restored only when the doors of his asylum open once again. Oh, man. Look what happened. It went all the way down to critical. The hospital's doing good. Whitechapel went up to healthily, but leaving the docks open. He's missing because the doors are closed. Man. Man, I really don't know what that's going to mean for the docks in critical. I wonder if there's anything that I can do to change that. I wonder if I'll get a chance, maybe, like, go back and talk to him, and if he's gone even more loopy, maybe I'll end it now. You know? Man. Ugh. Man, that sucks. Makes me want to run over there right now since I'm here. See if there's anything that I can do real quick. Let me see. Yeah, there's only 15 minutes until I get ready for work. But I do think that I can get over to the asylum that fast. Oh, come on.
He's fine! I'll take it!
I'll dance on your carpet! Fucking beast! Oh, Christ! Bloodsucker! I'll stick you
Huh, got a dagger off of her. She was a really high level one too. She was special. Okay, which way am I going? Really shouldn't go that way. This is not what I want. Where is the... Yeah, I think this is where I want to be. That really hurt. Okay, there was a box in my way. That's fun. Oh man, with the long jump. Man, they're all like level 22s and shit. Man, look at this place.
What on earth happened here?
Man, that right there almost looks like Sean. I think where his office might be downstairs here. Oh yeah, there was something over here, right? Sean Hampton. So yeah, he went ballistic, huh? We got a rusted key from him. Well, we used the rusted key there, but I'm curious about like what's going on with you know, the people down here, the skulls down here. But now I'm definitely gonna probably have to stop. So we let him go and he went insane. Man, that kind of sucks. It's okay, though. It's the way that cookies crumble in games like this. But it was pretty cool, though. Like, he was level 27. But anyway. Go ahead and gonna have to quit out of this. Oh, yeah, I thought we were, too. I didn't know that he was gonna go, you know, he was gonna go insane. You know, to be honest, like, that right there, you know, if we like stuck in, like, hindsight being 2020, it would have been better just to embrace him right there and take, you know, all that XP and everything. But who knows? You have to do what you think is right, you know. And we gave him a chance and he ruined it. So we came back and had to put him down. But anyway, I thought it was cool. Like in a storyline twist, you know, plot twist. I think it was pretty cool. So anyway, I am going to have to get ready for work, and I had fun playing today, and I just want to let you know that I love you, And I will talk to you later tonight while I'm at work and stuff, okay?